Howdy friends, Farmer Mike here. Welcome to another episode of Growing with Sprouts. So today we are going to be learning and exploring starting seeds. So how do you start seeds? What does that look like? A lot of people are growing gardens this year, so we thought we'd create an episode where we show you how we start seeds and maybe some creative ways for you to start seeds. So starting seeds, what do you need? First thing is probably some seeds, right? Seeds. So where do you get seeds? How do you get seeds if you don't have any already? I know a lot of seed companies are kind of sold out or restricting some sales to home gardeners just because so many people are purchasing seed this year. So seeds, if you can't find any at a seed company, we use seed companies like Johnny's, Seed Savers, Baker Creek, High Mowing, Territorial. There's a lot of different seed companies. If you can't find any there, maybe contacting your local library. A lot of times they have seed banks or a seed swap. You might be able to get some there. Even reaching out to your local farmers. If you know your farmers in your community, shooting them a phone call or an email asking, do you have any extra seed or leftover seed from last year that maybe I could buy or they could just donate? So maybe ask around and see if you can find any seed if you don't already. But the first thing we need with planting seeds and starting seeds is seeds. And a lot of times if you buy seeds, on the back it will give, you can see here, a lot of instructions on how to start that seed, how to grow that seed, how to care for that seed, maybe even how to harvest that seed, which is important. With that, we need seeds. What's the next thing that we need? The next thing that we would need would be potting soil. So with potting soil, this is another thing that we purchase from the store, I guess you could say, from bigger companies, compost companies that we get our potting soil from. So this might be something you can get from your hardware store. I know a lot of those are still open. With all like nurseries and stuff, if those aren't open, maybe even a bigger department store that has a garden center or a nursery, they might have something there. And you're looking for potting soil, not just regular topsoil, and especially not things like manure, things like that. A potting soil, which is unique because it's a lot lighter. A lot of it's made primarily of peat moss. So this is something that is going to be a lot lighter than your typical soil, which is important with starting seeds. The next thing you need is going to be some type of container, some type of pot, right? So you have a little pot, or maybe even some of these that are more like biodegradable that you can plant right in. At the farm, we use things more like these cell trays or cell flats, so we can grow a lot of things at one time. Depending on how many seeds you're starting and depending on what you have access to, that's what you can use. We will explore some creative options if you don't have anything like a tray or even these little pots. You can use things like egg cartons and stuff like that, which most people might have around the house. So if you can save those up, you might not need to go to the store and buy any pots. So you can see here, once you've filled up your tray or wherever you're going to be sowing your seed and you plant your seed in there, what you're going to have happen is with that moisture and that heat, those seeds are going to begin to sprout, and then they'll pop up out of the dirt there. And once those seeds start popping out, you want to make sure that you expose them to sunlight. So here we're in our greenhouse, if you can kind of see. So it's always sunny when the sun is out, and that might be rare here in Michigan. But if you're in your house starting it like on top of your refrigerator, make sure once those seeds begin to sprout that you then take them to a window or somewhere that's still warm but exposes them to sunlight so they can start to grow. All right, friends, that's it from us here at the farm. Enjoy starting seeds, and we will catch you next time.